Hello and welcome to this special series of videos for Car Dealer Power Awards. I'm James Bagger, I'm the founder of Car Dealer Magazine, and today I'm chatting to the winner of our Consumer Lead Generation Site of the Year category. It is Carwow. Joining me for the company, I'm absolutely delighted to have CEO and founder James Hind. James, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us and huge congratulations for winning this award. What does it mean to you and the team who are obviously not in the office behind you, but probably watching from home?
Thank you, James. Good to talk again. Yeah, it means a lot. This is what we spend our time doing. We want to get high quality leads to our partner dealers. They then do all the great work to convert them, but our job is to get really good ones in. And so delighted to have won the award.
You were up against some seriously tough competition in this category, as you are every year. What I noticed from the comments that came back from the readers, and we've had more submissions than ever before this year, was that they really valued the service that you guys give. And does that sort of ring true?
Yes, and I think it's a big area that we've shifted over the last few years. Particularly, we've now changed the way we charge our dealers. It used to be on a cost per sale. Now everyone's charged cost per inquiry. And we've dialed up hugely the focus on, okay, we send you lots of inquiries, but now our team focus on helping you manage your processes and improve conversion there. So that service is a big part of what we now spend a lot of time on.
And what are you seeing in September? By the time this video comes out, it will be the end of September. So I mean, what are you predicting this month's going to end up like?
It's definitely it's a bigger month than we'd have expected, bigger than last year for sure. Little bit of variability between brands, and then we have some dealers asking for just a bit less leads, as in we're sending too many, and they just haven't got the staff or the bandwidth, whatever, to deal with it. And then quite a few dealers, sometimes the same brand, asking for as many as we can possibly give them. So a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest, all around.
I've heard from some dealers that they're struggling to get hold of new car stock. So I mean, I suppose that kind of is playing into that fact that they can't cope with those leads because they just can't get hold of the cars.
Yeah, but again, this is something we coach dealers on. Great dealers can then convert people into something else. Maybe it's convert them into a nearly new car that's similar. Maybe it's convert them into a factory order and just say, look, be patient for 3 months and you get exactly the car you want. Again, it's something we coach people on. Just because someone asks for something doesn't mean that that's all they're interested in. They can be swung into something else that's maybe easier for them or more available.
And James, over the last year or so, we've seen some other people come out and try and do the same stuff that you do, and you've clearly got some rivals in this market now. What marks Carwow out as different, and why do you think it is that the dealers have voted for you to win this award?
Well, I think it comes down to two things. One is size. No one can provide leads like we can, and the second is the quality. These leads convert extremely well. When our customers, our users, get in touch with a dealer, they have so much information at their fingertips. They've just got almost everything. So when they get in touch, they are ready to buy. And then a good conversion, a good process will mean fantastic ROI, fantastic conversion rates. So ultimately, size and quality is what we play on.
And how's the year been for you so far, James? I mean, I know it's been up and down. And when we chatted before, we were sort of in the midst of the lockdown, weren't we? How have things recovered for you since then?
I mean, it's another world from when I think we last spoke, when we're in depth of, or not quite lockdown, but not far off. And yeah, everything's changed. I think we've seen it in every industry, that switch to digital, or the catalyst for digital is always going that way. It's just sped it up. And we see that particularly with how we work with car manufacturers and their response to it, with some dealer groups for sure, not all by any means. And with consumers, again, that role of the showroom just being a bit diminished now. More and more people doing their homework online and choosing where to buy completely online. So what we expected it would go to always, just way faster than we ever thought.
There's been certainly a lot of acceleration in the digital world, isn't there? What about in those other markets that you operate in? I mean, there's different pictures all over Europe at the moment in lockdown and
exactly
rising cases. What are you seeing that we could learn from here?
So interesting what we're seeing in Germany. So that one is absolutely on fire. You're talking, I mean, for us, we're something like 250% bigger in the last 3 months versus the year before. Part of that is big government stimuluses, largely focused on electric and hybrid cars. You're talking 9,000 euros off most electric cars, huge. And bearing in mind that people are ordering these and they don't know when they're going to get them. There's no electric new cars in stock. There's no electric used cars in stock. So they're ordering them still, just not really having any clue when they're going to get them. Absolutely massive. Spain, we've got similar sized business, slower. They've got a government scrappage scheme. So a bit like we had after recession, but it's not done that much to stimulate it. And I think the Spanish economy in general a bit suppressed. COVID, a bit more scary for them even than we have. A little bit slower to recover, but obviously a bounce back as well.
It's great to hear about the market over there in Germany and how that's been incentivized. There'll be a lot of people in the industry that are still hoping that something's going to come forward for the UK market. But when dealers are reporting strong sales, it's going to be quite hard for the government to put their hand in their pocket. Do you think we're actually going to see anything for the UK market?
I think, to be honest, I'd be quite surprised. I think the focus is going on to other sectors who probably potentially arguably need it more than automotive does at the moment, or at least retail automotive does at the moment. I think if they've got any smarts, they'll put it in towards electric and hybrid. Like why not encourage people to do that?
And James, what have you got planned over the next year? I mean, it's probably been the case of making sure you're doing the basics during lockdown, but are you back on that growth cycle now? Have you got something?
Yeah, for sure. Growing very nicely across all areas, particularly with new groups coming on board. What we're doing is working just closer and closer with those groups it's all about the processes and the people. So we're just spending a lot of time, and it's different between different groups. It's not the same strategy for all of them. We're just making sure they've got a really good lead handling process, because that's what pays off ultimately.
James, massive congratulations on winning this award. I'm sure it means a lot to you and the team there, and I wish you the best of luck with the rest of the year and those plans going forward. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Great to see it. Okay, super. Great to catch up with James there. If you would like to see who else has won our Car Dealer Power Awards, log on to cardealermagazine.co.uk and click on the Power tab at the top of the page. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.